Today I am going to start the English language courses, and these English language courses would be meant for all the people, regardless their background, their qualifications, their walks of life. So all the people can equally be benefited from these courses. In this English language course, we'll particularly focus upon a few things. Number one, the accent. You understand that accent is really very important because internationally, if you want to communicate your message, your accent plays very important role. In understanding the accent and developing the accent, we'll focus upon two things. Number one, phonetics, which is called the science of speech. In phonetics, we'll discuss about the stress system. We'll divide the word into different parts depending upon the number of times the position of tongue is changed. And we'll learn which part of the word we have to give the stress to. And this precisely tells us that how to pronounce the word. And number two thing is that we'll talk about the rise and fall of the pitch of the voice, which is called intonation. In order to develop your pronunciation, you ought to understand what is the stress system and what is intonation. And will follow either the Oxford School of Thought or Cambridge one. We'll not talk about any other school of thought. We'll mainly focus upon these two schools of thought. Number two, the thing that is very important to develop your language is to understand the rules of grammar. Grammar precisely tells us how we can put the words together to make sentences. We ought to learn about the putting of the words and the phrases together to make a sentence. Phrase, as you know, that phrase is defined as a small sentence that gives meaning but not a complete meaning. So, in order to learn the art of syntax, syntax means the method of constructing the sentences. So we have to learn how to put the words together to make sentences, how to put the phrases together to make sentences. This would give us a lot of understanding about constructing these sentences, because in the language the most important thing is the skill you possess how to put the words and phrases together to make sentences. To understand just the meaning of the word, to develop just a vocabulary is not sufficient unless you really know how we can make sentences. The third thing, which is again very important, is to develop the vocabulary. Precisely speaking, vocabulary is the words, for example, adjectives and adverbs. To understand the meanings of sophisticated adjectives and adverbs is called the vocabulary. You understand that adjective is a word that is used before a noun to give meaning to a noun, and adverb gives meaning to verb, adjective, and any other adverb. And then the fourth thing, which is very important, is the use of phrases. Phrase is a combination of, as you know, the combination of verb and preposition. So these four things would be included in our course, and I would request you to take maximum benefit of this course, and a time would come that you would become pretty good at the art of speaking and writing, and this would give a lot of success you success to you in your pursuits of educations and in academic pursuits as well as in your job.